Hey guys, it's Girl Got Game. Welcome to Doki Doki Literature Club Plus Edition. Can't believe I'm back with all these lovely, totally not scary ladies once again. Quick disclaimer, I have played the original Doki Doki Literature Club, so obvious spoilers ahead for those who haven't seen it. But as you can see, we have a different menu right off the bat. Of course, when you first start this game, you go to the classic Doki Doki Literature Club menu, which is accessed here. But once you try to quit, you get to this screen. And now you've got all kinds of stuff you can access here. So, what I'm going to do is, well, I should explain. First of all, I have played through the whole game again. Same thing I did the first time around. I did Sayori's route first up to the moment, then Natsuki, then Yuri. Then I played past the moment and did everything through. And then once the game deleted itself, I reinstalled it and then just played it once through and we had just Sayori. And after that happened, I got all the side stories unlocked, I do believe. As you can see here, we got 6 side stories with our lovely little chibi girls. And not only that, but there's something very, very interesting here. We have a male feature. And I got this one first. This one was unlocked later, even though the date comes before this one. I thought I should read it to you in the order I received it. Because it's playing with my brain place, basically. I wanted to share it with you all before we get into the side stories. So, this is from iVlaster at mes.local. Metaverse Enterprise Solutions. Senior engineer. Have a nice weekend! Which I believe was a secret poem or file that used to show up in the game files when you were playing the original Doki Doki Literature Club. But the content of this is a lot different than that was. I can't remember what that one used to say. That was like from Monika. Was that when... I think that was when Yuri stabbed herself. I'm sorry. I was trying to think if there was a way that I could explain the scene without spoiling it, but I'm gonna really struggle with that. You know, the Yuri event. Yeah. Well, I did say that there was going to be spoilers in here, so you have been warned, anyone who's still listening. You can't blame me for that one. Where was I? Anyway, yeah, when Yuri stabbed herself, I believe Monika had this have a nice weekend thing. But now we got this from iVlaster. And it says, I'm on leave the rest of the week. Contact Ravi if you need to schedule server time, but I expect my jobs to run for a few days since we've collected so much data this week. How about we arrange a meeting to discuss the results when I return? Okay, so... nothing too crazy there, except for you're like, who the heck is iVlaster? Why do I have a mail thing? But not much to go on. The side stories one from Ria Vorta, I hope I'm saying that right, is a little more interesting. Also from Metaverse. Thank you to everyone who worked so hard on the control simulation. I can't imagine how tedious it must have been to so delicately hide Monika's elevated permissions from her without disrupting our connection to the VM. Just to clarify, all of the recordings labeled side stories are part of the control simulation, right? I'm noticing some details of the characters' lives here and there that differ a little bit from those in VM1, even trivial ones. Is it part of the butterfly effect from some of Monika's more fundamental changes? Or is it a result of her just messing around with the other characters in VM1 as her own experiment? Or for fun? So if I'm keeping track, we have what, like 5 different universes in total? With 3 or 4 of them created and then destroyed by Monika, of course. It's funny because I keep wanting to speculate on which one is the real universe. But in reality, they all are. As real as ours is, anyway. What does that mean? So I've been thinking about this for ever since I got it. I'm like, huh. So VM stands for virtual machine. Seems like... So they're talking about Monika and the side stories. And parallel universes that are all real, but some of them were destroyed and created by Monika. So yeah. Not just some Moe stuff going on. There's some interesting male shenanigans. So there you go. And yeah, I think this picture is really cute. So that's why I have it as my desktop. You can set pictures in here. And you can unlock all kinds of pictures. So as you can see, I unlocked a whole bunch of stuff. But I'm still working on things. All kinds of concept art and fan art stuff. It's really cute. And also music. I don't have any music playing right now. That's okay. Because we're going to do the first of our side stories, which is Trust, a Monika and Sayori tale. So let's get into part 1 and see what we're getting into. Maybe we'll unlock some more mail. Yes. Loading. Virtual machine. Maybe. This music's really pretty. We're slowly moving along. Ooh. This is a new background. Bake sale. Ah, the old club room. So weird to be back here. And not have any spooks in our future, for once. Alright, let's get back into these ladies. Okay, everyone. The literature club is starting. Let's all have a seat and take attendance, okay? I miss debate club. Who knew it would be so difficult to start a new club? I feel worse with every day that passes without anyone coming in. I'm really starting to lose confidence. Monika is the only member of the literature club. In the days that have passed, all of her efforts to recruit new members have been fruitless. Am I going about this wrong? Monika glances at one of her flyers. The headline is, "Do you like literature?" Maybe nobody is into literature enough to pick it over their other club interests. I can't just rely on people liking literature. I need to sell them on a vision. A vision. But what kind of vision? Monika rests her head on her desk, deep in thought. But before she realizes it, the recent nights of staying up too late start to catch up to her. It's so quiet, and the noise of the air conditioner is soothing. And slowly, our lovely girl fell asleep. Well, I'm guessing this is probably Sayori, considering this is a Monika and Sayori story.
Hello?
Aww, little ray of sunshine. Whoa. The music is so much louder. Whoa. Okay. I already had it down like a lot and still blasting my eardrums. Actually, I can get rid of that. Is everything else okay? I think we're good. Okay. That's a little more manageable for my ear holes. Suddenly, a voice causes Monika to snap awake. Oh my gosh! I'm so sorry! I never do this!
Is this the napping club?
No, this is... Monika pauses, suddenly embarrassed to admit that this is, in fact, the literature club. This is the literature club.
Yay! I thought I got it wrong for a sec.
I'm super sorry. It was like so unprofessional of me to do that.
Don't apologize. I do that all the time.
Oh.
Did I miss the club meeting? Where is everybody?
Well, about that. This is everybody.
Really? Just you?
But we're getting more members. I'm working really hard on it.
Hold on a sec. If it's just you... that means I get to be vice president!
Wait, Vice President? What are your qualifications?
Well, I'm better at napping than you. Maybe I should be president.
Now you're just making fun of me.
Oh, I'm sorry.
What was your name?
Sayori.
Okay. Sayori. I've been trying really, really hard on this club. I know you caught me at a weird time, but it's really disheartening to not be taken seriously, you know? I care so much about this. I just want to find other people who do too.
Oh no! I'm so sorry. I do care, I promise. I have a hard time being serious, that's all. I didn't mean for it to hurt you. And I was joking about the vice president thing too. I would make a terrible vice president.
I mean, I'm sure that... Monika tries to say something reassuring, but it's difficult when she still doesn't know much about Sayori. I'm sorry that this isn't like a real club yet. Would you still be interested in joining after I found a few more members at least?
Well, no. I want to join now.
Really?
Yeah, it sounds like a lot of fun. Besides, I can tell how hard you've been working. You're doing something amazing, and you should be proud of it, you know? So let me help you turn something stressful into something fun. If nothing else, I'm good at that, so...
Honestly, how could I possibly say no to that? That's really sweet of you, Sayori. Oh, I'm Monika, by the way.
Monika! That's such a cool name.
Oh, now you're just trying to cheer me up.
But you're smiling.
Well, I didn't say it didn't work. Monika glances at the flyer on her desk and realizes that her name is already written on it.
So, what do we do first?
Well, it's getting pretty late, isn't it? We can go home and try to come up with some new ideas to recruit club members.
I can do that.
Cool. And I think I need to put some more thought into my vision for the club. You know, like a mission.
My mission is to make everyone happy.
Yeah, something like that. I need to think about it.
Hey, do you like hugs?
I guess so? Sayori suddenly pulls Monika into a friendly hug, then lets go. Stop, my heart.
Some people can just really use a hug sometimes. Besides,
Sayori whispers loudly,
hug energy is what keeps me at my best.
hug energy. Although Sayori is very different from her, Monika feels her spirits lifted. How can you not? Maybe it's just because she finally found another club member. But... well, I'm looking forward to tomorrow then. It'll be fun.
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm gonna think really hard tonight about how to get more people.
Yeah, me too. Aw, that was so cute. It kind of hurts, though, knowing that, you know, what Monika does to Sayori's code in the original game. Which was like, this is such a nice, cute first meeting, and then, you know, the event happens later. Like, ugh. I don't know how to feel about that. Alright, I'm focusing on now. This is the past, before any bad stuff happened. A day passes and the time comes for the literature club, Monika and Sayori, to reconvene. As president, Monika ensures that she's the first to arrive to the club room. But she finds herself waiting longer than expected for Sayori. It's been 10 minutes already. Maybe Sayori changed her mind about joining? No. That can't be. She was so excited yesterday. But I'm getting kind of worried. Suddenly, Sayori comes bounding through the door. In her hand, she's holding a sheet of paper.
Sorry, I'm late. I'm here.
It's okay. Welcome back.
And...
Sayori spins over to Monika and deposits the sheet onto Monika's desk. Oh, what's this? Aww, a poem! Yay, more poems!
Take my hand. Take my hand, take me forward. Take me to your dreamland. Caution me to watch my steps so I can't look back at my footprints. Climb the stairs ahead of me while I look up to you. The more I look forward, the more I look up, the more I can lend to you. If you can trust me to follow your pace, I'll trust you to set it. If you can trust me to lend you a smile, I'll trust you to return it. Take my hand, take me forward. Take me to your dreamland.
Sayori, did you come up with the idea for poetry for the club? That's amazing. Hey, this is really good! You wrote this, Sayori?
Of course! Wait, no! That's the wrong side of the paper!
Huh?
I wasn't ready to share that yet. I'm so embarrassed.
Monika flips over the paper. Written on the other side is a list of ideas for recruiting new club members. Typical Sayori. Oh, so this is what you meant to show me. But I'm curious now. Do you write poetry often?
I do, but I'm sure I'm not anywhere near as good at it as you are.
Really? I'm actually terrible at writing poetry. I've never written anything I was happy with. Like, I always read it again a week after I write it, and I'm like, wow, this is so stupid. I don't know. It's like the dramatic version of me doesn't agree with the person I want myself to be. Or something like that.
Aw. You should have more confidence in yourself. You're the literature club president.
I guess you're not wrong there. I need to, set a good example or whatever. You know, I can envision the club doing something like that.
Doing what?
You know, like sharing poems we write and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah! I would love that! It's such a good way to learn about other people, you know? It's like we have so many emotions that we can't express to other people usually. But you can when it's in a poem, right?
Yeah! I think that's helping me form a more cohesive vision for the club. So I'm glad you showed me. Well, even though it was by accident.
Me too! I felt embarrassed at first, but now it feels kind of good that someone else read it. I'll try to show you more of them in the future.
I'd love that. Oh, geez, I'm getting distracted. Do you want to go over this recruitment brainstorm together?
My brainstormed so hard. It was like a brain hurricane. My brain is a natural disaster.
Sayori, that's terrible. Anyway, let's take a look at the list. Make cupcakes.
I was hungry. But it's a good idea, isn't it?
Let me think about this. I mean, when would we have the chance to give people cupcakes?
You know, like when they come into the club. What if we said we had free cupcakes on the flyers?
I'm, kind of worried that would bring in the wrong kinds of people, you know?
Wrong kinds?
People would come just for the cupcakes and then leave.
Aw, nobody would do that. That would be mean.
But, I want to find people who are really into literature, even if they don't know it yet. Let's see, the next thing on the list. Hunt for people reading books. Well, we had Natsuki and there's Yuri. I don't think I get it.
Like going around the school and finding people who are reading books, you know? like in the morning or during lunch. And we told them to check out the literature club.
Well, the problem with that is, like, wouldn't most people reading books just be doing it for an assignment or something? How would we know if they're just reading for fun?
Well, we could ask them. But then we'd be bothering people who are trying to do schoolwork. I didn't think about that part. I'm sorry.
Hey, don't apologize. You're coming up with a lot more things than I can. Oh, your next idea is to hand out flyers rather than just put them up on the wall. I'd definitely like to start doing that.
I'm useful!
Gosh, why do I relate to Sayori so much? I'm helpful! I never said you weren't. I just need to think. What would we tell people when handing them out? I don't want to just be like, join the literature club. Let's figure out how we can better engage people.
What if you told them about the club activities and stuff?
What club activities? Yeah, I guess it's supposed to be my job to come up with that, right? A vision for the club. Okay, Sayori, pretend you're a normal person for a second. Ouch! Oof. Wait, I didn't mean it like that. You know, like a random passerby who's getting a flyer. How would you react to the idea of a literature club?
Probably like... literature is stupid. I'm joining the anime club.
Are you imitating Brosive, Sayori? What the heck?
Sorry, I was just thinking of a friend of mine.
Yep, totally called it. Okay, what if I said that we, like, do group reading and discuss it together?
I would probably nap through that.
That's you, Sayori.
Yeah, but that doesn't really sound fun to most people anyway. We need to really catch their interest, you know?
Ugh. This sucks. Why is this so hard?
Monika, don't be sad.
What do you like about literature, Sayori?
Me? Well, kind of what I said about the poem earlier. I think it gives you the chance to express yourself. Like, express yourself in ways you can't normally do when you're just doing your normal day and talking to your friends. I mean, we all have so many thoughts and feelings that we just don't get to share, you know? It's like intimate.
Yeah. How do we get that across to people? We could be like, express your true self.
Be intimate with us.
Okay, that's kind of,
I'm just kidding. Oh my gosh!
What? What is it?
I forgot all of my things in my classroom. I must have got too excited and rushed here. Silly me.
Rushed? But weren't... never mind. Did you want to get your stuff then?
I'll forget if I don't do it now.
Well, I'll wait for you then.
Okay, it'll only take a second.
Sayori dashes out of the room, leaving Monika momentarily alone. Monika sighs and starts jotting her thoughts on a sheet of paper. Express yourself. Be who you want to be. Make new friends. Discover a new you. Discover your heart. No. Write your heart out. No. Write into your heart. Write the way into your heart. Write the way into his heart. Join the literature club. Write the way into your heart. Wow, that's lame. She's starting to work on her song.
Monika!
You startled me!
Sorry, but it's something important. On the way to my classroom, there was a girl reading a book.
Reading a book?
Let's hurry and recruit her.
Wait. Are you sure she's not just doing homework?
I could tell she was really into it.
Well, I guess we could take a look. Monika grabs one of her flyers and stands up from her desk. Then the two depart the classroom with Sayori leading the way.
This way!
You don't have to run. Sayori leads Monika over to a particular classroom, then lowers her voice to a whisper.
See? In here!
Monika peers through the window. Sure enough, there's a girl sitting alone, intently reading a book. I feel like a creep doing this.
You should go inside and talk to her.
Me?
You're the president! And I would probably scare her away.
Okay. Fine, I'll do it. Monika takes a deep breath, then timidly enters the classroom.
That was fast!
Oh my gosh, I'm so embarrassed.
Why? What happened?
Well, I entered the classroom, and she didn't even look up from her book. So I kind of just left the flyer on her desk and then walked out.
That's kind of cute. But I'm sure she'll see it and want to join the club.
I hope so. Shall we head back now? The two head back to the club room, Sayori feeling rather accomplished, and Monika still feeling a bit embarrassed by the encounter. That's a big mood too, something I would probably do. Upon returning, Monika and Sayori resume their strategy meeting. They discuss various different kinds of recruitment tactics from professional to silly. After going through Sayori's list, and with Monika coming up with ideas of her own, the two end in a better spot than from where they began. Well, I would say today was pretty productive, wasn't it?
Yeah! I think we're starting to make progress. I can't wait to get some new members. Hey, what's this?
Sayori peers at the sheet of paper Monika was jotting on earlier. Oh, don't mind that. I was just thinking to myself.
Join the literature club. Right the way into your heart? That's so cute!
I thought it was a little overdramatic.
But
Sayori pauses and thinks for a moment.
you know, I don't think you give yourself enough credit.
What? What do you mean?
Like, I don't know. I feel like I can tell from talking to you today. It seems like you're always afraid of doing something wrong.
Yeah, but
Would you call yourself a perfectionist?
Yeah. Yeah, I definitely am. I mean, I always have an idea in my head of how I want things to go. And it's like, I can't accept anything less than that. But I think in the end, it helps me try my hardest at everything. So I don't think it's that bad. Like with this club, we have such an opportunity to make it into exactly how we envision it. But it feels like we only have one shot at it. So I'm just really afraid of it deviating from that. The vision.
What's the vision?
It's... Monika pauses to think, then shakes her head to herself. I don't know. I just want everyone to... Monika trails off. Smiling, Sayori taps her finger against the sheet of paper. Right the way into your heart.
I think what you're trying to do is to make the club that you need the most out of anyone. Well, you're the one who knows yourself best, of course. But I'm here to help you.
Monika returns Sayori's smile. It's sort of amazing how kind you are. We're really gonna make this the best club ever. Sayori nods and the two remain silent for a moment, lost in thought. The only sound is the steady whisper of the air conditioner. And the only movement is the afternoon sunlight trickling its way in and out of the moving clouds. Sayori breaks a moment with a big yawn. Time to go home?
You tell me. You're the president.
In that case, today's meeting is officially over. I look forward to tomorrow.
Me too.
Sayori beams and grabs her things. You can go on ahead. I need a few minutes still.
Oh, I can wait.
That's all right. I just want some alone time.
In that case...
Sayori waves enthusiastically at Monika.
Good luck!
Monika smiles and waves in return as Sayori spins her way out of the club room. All alone, she sighs to herself and takes a minute to zone out. She wasn't prepared for the self-reflection encouraged by Sayori, but she decides it was something she probably needed right about now. The club that I need the most. I don't get it. I just wanted to start a club with more passion. Something that I could use to help lead people to happiness. Literature is the key to that. Because it's the window to the real person inside of us. Underneath the person who's forced to always smile and blend in. The person who's forced to be... perfect. Monika suddenly notices a folder on the floor by her desk. Did Sayori leave this behind? I hope it doesn't have her homework in it. Worried, Monika opens the folder to check. Poems. It's a folder of poems. Another one of Sayori's poems.
Become the flower. A feeling of joy is a flower plucked from the ground. The color, the scent, it's so pretty in my hair. Every day I pluck some flowers as though they grew just for me. A lifetime of peace and nourishment yanked away in an instant. All for me, all for joy. I need more. I need more joy. I need more happy. Pluck, pluck, pluck. Every day. Pluck, pluck, pluck. So pretty in my hair. Pluck, pluck, pluck. You're going to die, and you too. Beneath my feet, a flower stands alone. It beckons to me. I twist the stem, freeing it from its clinging roots, caressing the final joyous moment between my fingers. But to what ends? I look in every direction, and the field I stand in, the prosperous field, is a barren wasteland. The fruits of my labor, the carnage of my joy. And that is why I've decided I must become the flower.
There's the feels. What the... Wait. Sayori? Aww, that hit me so much in the feels. These girls. Oh my goodness, we got so many things. Alright, that unlocked part 2. We got a new picture. Oh, there's Sayori. In a different pose. We got some new music. Somewhere in here. And most importantly, we got some mail. What's it this time? Oh boy. Well, I guess we'll read this one. This one is dated first. From Ivelaster again. OMG. Okay, who's responsible for creating a Twitter account for Monika? I think it's hilarious, but for God's sake, don't tell Paula. Ha ha ha! It would get 404'd in a microsecond. Are you just relaying her tweets manually, or did you code some kind of pass-through layer to automate it? Based on the contents of the tweet, e.g. not screaming for help, I assume they're coming from the control simulation. Okay, so it's not... So the real Monika would be screaming for help. Great, my girl's in trouble. And a new person, Lib Moosey. Character discrepancy. Having run the control simulation for a while, it's evident that a certain character is missing from any mention or appearance. This makes me speculate that Monika's meddling is less clumsy than we think, because she would have had to manufacture this character herself as a way of forcing interaction between her and the user. Could that be why the character has such limited and dissonant personality traits? Or am I reading too much into this? I'll open an issue to start tracking info and observations on the anomaly of this character appearing. So are they talking about the MC that you play, maybe? It's either the MC, or if you dig really deep into the game files, there's a picture of a character that is not seen in the game, in the base game, and it's a girl. I think she's got long blonde hair. I'm gonna see if I can find the picture and display it on the screen. It was a long time ago that I like really dug deep into the game files because I was so fascinated. And yeah, there's this unused character picture that was never used in the game, but it's just there in the game files. So either the character in the male is referencing the MC or that girl. I'm gonna guess it's probably the MC because that's who Monika used to contact with, you know, me on the other end of the computer screen, basically. Interesting. All right, well, that was part 1 of Trust. So, yeah, got some insight into these two lovely ladies. And next time we will do part 2. Hope you guys are enjoying what you're seeing so far, and I will see you in the next video.
Just move your hand right the way into his heart. But in this world of infinite choices, what will it take just to find that special day? What will it take just to find that special day?